Welcome everyone to this next session in the future of meetings. My name is Jenny Harrison, and on behalf of the Organisation Committee, I'm delighted to present Vakhtang Assatrian, who is the Director in Teams Strategic Customer Engineering at Microsoft, and who also serves as the Regional Technology Officer for Teams Enterprise Customers in Asia. His primary focus areas include product and business strategies, customer advocacy, partner development, and field enablement. A well-known unified communications subject matter expert, Vakhtang is the executive interface in assisting Teams customers to help them realize the value of this Microsoft platform. Vakhtang has over 20 years of experience in the enterprise IT sector in Asia Pacific. He holds certificates from Institute Business School and Emeritus MIT. Vakhtang graduated from Armenian State Engineering University, majoring in systems engineering and computer science, and is also currently studying communications law at Melbourne Law School. Welcome, Vakhtang.
Good afternoon. My name is Vakhtang Assatrian, and I'm Director at Microsoft Teams Engineering. I live in Melbourne, Australia, and I work with customers and partners in Australia, New Zealand, and many across Asia. Thank you for the opportunity to speak at this great event. Meetings are vital, and most of the time we spend in meetings. Commonly, they are back-to-back filling out our days. So let's explore how Microsoft can help you to meet smarter, stay focused, and actually achieve more. Many of our customers are moving on from remote everything to more sustainable hybrid workplaces by blending remote work and the physical offices. Organizations are really rethinking the whole concept of how their people and teams are communicating and collaborating in this new environment. As Satya shared, we've seen 2 years worth of digital transformation in just 2 months. We truly reached that inflection point where the future of work and education is being shaped right at this many moment. During the crisis, many organizations transformed rapidly into Teams. In this time frame, we saw a massive growth in our Teams usage. We now have over 200 million Teams meeting participants in a single day on our platform. We did a survey and we found that over 82% of managers expect that in a hybrid workplace, it's going to stay longer than actually the pandemic is going to go. So nearly 60% of people were surveyed, and they told us that they feel less connected to their colleagues since they have moved actually into the remote work. So it is no surprise why people are turning on video in Teams meetings 2 times more than before many of us actually began and working remotely. So, to meet the challenging needs of our customers for remote work and learning, we've accelerated delivery of many new features. More than 100 new capabilities in the last 6 months have been added to the Teams platform. We call them Fast Track 100 features that actually we worked on. We've added capabilities to support hybrid workplaces, breakout rooms for education, for example, bookings that enable doctors in healthcare to have virtual visits. We support actually real wearable devices that gives a hands-free operation for first-line workers and many, many more capabilities. Meetings always have been fundamental to teamwork. In fact, most of the time during a typical workday, we spend in meetings. But are we getting the most out of them? Meetings today can be counterproductive when it comes to form of the meeting fatigue, unpreparedness, distractions, or lack of follow-through after the meeting. And worst of all, actually, the value of the meeting completely diminishes when important insights like decisions and actions fall between the cracks of actually all the meetings you have got lined up during the day. To help our teams to be more productive, we really need to change the way we think about meetings. Today, the meetings typically treated as a standalone event, and that event is complemented with phone and video conferencing tool. What if we approach the meeting in a more connected way, not as a discrete standalone event, but as a series of connected gatherings that drive collaboration progress? This approach is really the foundation of how we build the meeting experience at Microsoft. We need to really rethink the idea of meetings. It's not a disconnected experience, but it's a life cycle of collaboration that relies on a series of the meetings and series of connections across the whole life of the product, across the life of the whole project you do, across the life of the very specific activity you do. Teams delivers a unique end-to-end meeting experience, and that helps people to stay focused before, during, and after the meeting. And I usually tell my customers that your project, your meeting, it doesn't start at the moment when you enter the meeting room or you dial in into the bridge, and it never ends when you disconnect the meeting. So before experience, it is the ability for you to create documents, start collaborating with people, have a chat conversations, possibly create some action points that you would like to discuss during a meeting. And then you take that experience and bring into the meeting by itself, which is a during stage. And once the meeting begins, you can discuss those topics, you can work on a document, you can co-author a PowerPoint presentation, for example, you can ideate your whiteboard session and host a group conversation. And once the meeting is done, once you kind of close that conference bridge, once you close the video, all those meeting assets, as we call them, your recordings, your transcripts, your chats, your OneNote, your digital whiteboard, they all saved as a persistent conversation that helps you continue your conversation and helps team continue that actually project. So that's what I usually state, that meeting never ends. When you actually close the bridge, you continue collaborating and you continue working on it. Work is more than just a meeting, and Teams delivers greater end-to-end productivity more than just a single-pointed solution. So Microsoft Teams meetings comes to life because of Office 365 applications and Microsoft 365 services that actually support that capability. So there are 4 key areas that together make team meetings smarter, that help you stay focused and ultimately help you achieve more. Let's have a look at them. Staying in the flow is really very important, and that is the meeting life cycle, and that is the foundation of the principles of the Teams meeting. The meeting life cycle allows you to stay in the flow of the work, get connected, collaborate, work with people, and access to all information that's relevant to you and relevant to your meeting before, during, and after. And most importantly, for example, recordings allows people who were not able to actually access the meeting to get to that meeting, maybe listen to that recorded conversation, or just follow the chat thread that actually happened during a meeting. And whether you are on the go, whether you work from home, you're working from the car, Team has a unified experience to keep you connected. It is one of the fundamental elements is that the team delivers consistent experience across devices. No matter where you are, no matter which network you are connected on, no matter which operating system you're coming from, on which device you're coming from, you should have that consistent experience. And the key to smarter meetings is by focusing on everyone's attention and energy and keeping them engaged through the interactive experience during the meeting itself. Our research has shown that many of us feel less connected since we started remotely, and the most interestingly, we all started experiencing more fatigue during a video meeting. So we have developed a Together mode, which is a new meeting experience in Teams that uses AI segmentation technology to digitally place every participant next to each other in the shared one common background, so people will feel more connected and the feeling is more like they are sitting in one room. So Together mode really makes meetings more engaged, and by helping you to focus on other people's faces and their body language and make it easier to pick, as we call them, non-verbal cues that are so important in human interaction. Another important enhancements we are bringing to product is the dynamic view control, where we give you users the various controls where the users can actually choose whether shared content is actually displayed side by side with the video. So users actually can personalize their views based on their personal preferences and their personal needs. Live captions, of course, give and transcriptions allows attendees to follow along the conversation, what was said by whom. Especially it's important if you are sitting in the very loud areas, working in the loud areas, even if there are many people working from home and you are actually not able to listen very well, you can use that capability. And last but not least is a custom backgrounds that allows you to personalize your surroundings and basically either blur your background or upload your corporate logo or upload some of your favorite images at the background. Teams is powered by Microsoft 365, the same enterprise-grade security privacy solution that many of our enterprise customers use and trust today. To comply with many regulations, Teams supports more than 90 regulatory standards and laws. We offer information barriers and various tools like e-discovery, legal hold, audit hold, and content search to keep your organization compliant. And of course, there wouldn't be a meeting if we wouldn't support devices. We do support comprehensive portfolio of devices, which are designed to be deployed in the personal spaces, as we call them, and into the shared spaces. And basically, you can go at the bottom, at the top of the screen, there is a URL, office.com/Teams devices, where you can find the full selection of devices and have a look at the whole portfolios that each device is designed to go into the very specific dedicated space, whether it is personal or shared space. In summary, the meeting lifecycle definitely will empower you run your meetings more effectively. Remember the cycle of it's a before, during, and after concepts where you support end-to-end information flow. Meetings on Teams platform are intelligent and inclusive, secure and manageable. Teams meetings can help you to meet smarter, stay focused, and achieve more. Thank you very much for your time, and I look forward to hear from you and connect with you soon.